After building an interdimensional farm, we now have an abundance of iron. But before we can build a powerful wither skeleton farm, we must control where they appear. Today we coat the nether in iron on the Legacy SMP server. To all the geeks and nerds out there, welcome back to another episode on the Legacy SMP server. We're over here at the iron farm that we worked on last episode, and our iron problems are solved. We have no shortage of iron, so yeah, let's check it out. So I've just been over there just a short while ago, and I've gathered a bunch of stuff. So I've got a shulker box of iron blocks right here, and we've got two other shulker boxes here, just the ingots. So I'll probably leave those in my base, and yeah, they'll be good for crafting and whatnot. And yeah, that is really good. So this is working out brilliantly. I've been doing a bit of AFKing, but yeah, let's hop on over and see how much is in the chest. We've still got quite a few stacks in there since I emptied it. So as you can see, I've added a few chests, but that storage solution is not good enough. We are definitely going to have to upgrade that, which we might do this episode. We'll see how we get on with things. Whoa, not in the lava, not in the lava, not in the lava. Whoa. And we need a better way to get up it. Let me just break this and jump up here. Well, whew, okay, that was pretty dangerous. I need to be very careful up here. But let's have a look in these chests. So, oh, they started filling up already. Oh, yeah, okay. So these chests, they're not going to last very long. Yeah, okay. So even though I've added a few more here, yeah, just a little bit of AFK and they fill up really quickly. 100 stacks an hour. That's pretty good. So I've made one additional change to the farm. So let's head on over. It's very complicated. It took me a long time to figure it out. So let's head on over and I'll show you. I've added a very complex component, and it is this, the on and off switch. Very important. So we can now turn this whole farm off just with a flip of a lever. So we flip that, and the pillagers, all of them, all the way up, they all come down. So they break their line of sight with the villagers, which means they're no longer scared, which means they will no longer spawn any more golems. So we can turn this thing on and off as we need to. So I'll leave it off for the time being. But yeah, we can turn it back on when we need to gather some more iron. All right, so let's talk about today's project and what we're going to get up to. We need to control these guys, the wither skeletons, and also the blazes. Oh, he crashed. And also these guys, the ghasts. They are very annoying. Get out of here. Oh, I missed. But we need to control this area. This is a prime example of what we need to do. We need to control the spawns around here because I'll be working in a creative world. I've got quite a few designs now for a wither skeleton farm, and which one I'm going to build, I'm not sure yet. I've got quite a few options, which is really good. But before we do that, we've got to condition the area a little bit, and that means controlling these spawns. We can't have all these guys spawning here, there, and everywhere. We want them spawning inside our farm, which is going to be located right here at these two pillars of bone blocks. This is me claiming these two intersections. This is where the farm is going to be, but we need to condition the area. So we've got to put down some blocks to stop some spawns, and also probably dig out a bunch of this area to make room for the farm itself. So that's the main goal for today. But it's going to be relatively easy over here because we just have to worry about the fortress. But over at this side, we have a Basalt Delta, and this is not going to be so easy. So we'll see how we get on. I'm not sure how much of this I'm actually going to spawn proof and how much I'm not going to. It might be interesting to build the farm without spawn proofing this and just see what it does to the rates. But in the fullness of time, we will be spawn proofing it. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. This is going to be quite treacherous. I've got to make sure I've got plenty of fire resistance potions. I'm putting our brand new iron to good use, using it to spawn proof the area. Here we have a whole bunch of iron pressure plates. Yes, this is working out really well. So I've seen other people do this, and actually it's a really good idea. So I thought I'd do it as well. And here's the reasoning. So when I've spawn proofed areas before, when I did it last time, I used slabs. Now slabs are good because they're quite cheap, because you get 2 slabs out of 1 block of stone, for example. But the problem with those are they're quite annoying to put down. So what you do is you put them down, and it's very easy to double place, and then you have to break them or put another one on top. So it can get quite annoying. The other way you can do it is to use buttons. I've also done that before. But the problem with buttons is they're quite expensive because you only get 1 button per stone block. But with these pressure plates, they're actually quite cheap. So you get a pressure plate for 2 ingots, and our iron farm is just above us. So all the time I'm placing down these pressure plates more iron is being generated, and in fact it's getting generated quicker than I can place it. So I've put down my first round of this, if you like, went back to the iron farm, and it was already full up again. So we have got an infinite supply of iron, and I've got a couple of shulker boxes full of pressure plates. I've got some more in my inventory here. So basically I've done inside this part of the fortress, so you can see I've done this. I've added some sissy bars here as well to make sure that I'm safe from with the skeletons. I've done all of this stuff all around here, all that kind of thing. And on the outside, let's go outside, I'll show you as well. And yeah, I'm getting constantly bothered by ghasts and also blazes, but of course as we spawn proof, well, the blazes at least will get less troublesome. So I've done a little bit out here, as you can see. So I've done this bit, done all this over here, over to here. That's about it so far, but obviously they're spawning over here and still giving me hassle. So this is the plan, I think, is to just cover this in these pressure plates, and that will take care of most of the danger. And then yeah, then we can get on with probably digging out this area here where where we said before where the farm is going to be. Work out where our AFK spot is going to be. So lots of stuff to do. But yeah, what I've got to do now is do a mammoth placing of pressure plates. So I'm going to go and do that, and when I come back, we'll see how much I get done. I've taken a quick break from the Nether because we need to help out a fellow member of the server. Slime is doing a whole bunch of bedrock breaking, and he needs some gunpowder. So I've been over here sorting through my shulker boxes for some gunpowder, and I've found these 10 shulker boxes here that I've got in my inventory. So let's go meet up with Slime and yeah, hand this stuff over. I'm now on the Nether roof, and this beacon is where the action is happening. Oh, I can see some flashing TNT. I think it's all happening. It's all going down. And there he is. There is Slime in the midst. Oh, wow. This is going to be a big hole.
Hello, Logic. My savior has arrived.
Hello. You said you were breaking some bedrock. I was expecting like 1 or 2 blocks, but...
Mm-hmm. Well, you can see why I need some gunpowder, don't you?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I've got a few bits for you, so hopefully this is going to be enough for the time being.
Oh, awesome. So this TNT that I just placed here was the last one of my second to last stack. So I'm really starting to run out, and you can see that. Well, I need a few.
so how many stacks did it take to do all of this?
I think I had something like, well, probably like 6 stacks of TNT this far.
Okay.
And we're almost done with the first layer, so it's progressing pretty well. But you know, it's a little bit of a grind. It's a pretty hard material to dig here. So
yeah. So do you want to do another demonstration? How long does it take to set up one of these things?
I've gotten pretty quick at it. It depends a little bit on how it looks, because right now there's space here, so I can move around. Usually you need like a trapdoor here,
right?
So you can squeeze yourself in underneath and get crawling and stuff. But when you have space here, it's fine.
Okay.
So then flip the lever.
Yeah. And
then we go here and
it
get rid of a bedrock.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I literally saw that one disappear. Awesome.
Magic.
Brilliant stuff. Okay. All right. Well, here's some bits. So let me give you this. So I'm just gonna. Have you got some space in your inventory?
Well, here's my box of booms, which is just about empty now, so I can put stuff in there.
Okay, well, you might not be able to put this in there. So here we go.
Okay.
Here we go. Just a little bit of TNT. Just a little bit. A little bit of TNT. Here we go. 10 shulker boxes of TNT, just for you, my friend. You said
holy smokes!
You said you needed some. So what do you want?
Let me.
Is that too much?
Did I get it all?
There should be 10. Should be 10.
That should be plenty. Okay, hold on. I managed to get 3 of them in my ender chest and the rest in my inventory, I think. Did I manage to pick all of it up? 1, 2, 3, 4. Not sure. 7. Yeah, I got them all.
Okay,
Holy crap,
awesome.
dude. Thank you so much. That should definitely do.
No worries. Well, if there's any left over, then you can make yourself some rockets or something like that. So yeah, it's all good.
Oh, well, perfect.
Okay,
or
dudes.
more explosives.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. Well, if I need some more bedrock breaking, I know who to come to.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much, man.
No worries. All right, catch you later.
Laters.
And here it is, the Ironclad Fortress. I've spent quite some time, and I think I've covered all of the blocks. I've had a good look around, even like little places like here and in here. There's been little sort of bits and pieces. So I think I've got all the blocks. I've had a good look around, and yeah, as you can see, there is no more fortress mobs here. We are totally spawn proof in terms of the fortress. Now, of course, all of the other blocks around here are not. So we're still getting some skeletons here and there, still getting some ghast here and there. But apart from that, it's pretty peaceful. We do have the Basalt Delta over there to deal with at some point, but we'll come back to that another time. But we do have 2 blocks to break, and if you're a purist, you may want to look away. This might be painful. So over here at our double intersection, we also have a couple of blaze spawners, and they're in the way. I've got to be honest, they are causing me nothing but hassles, but we need to take care of this thing. So unfortunately, this has to go. So look away. This is going to be painful. It's gone. And there's another one over here. So we could turn these into farms and that kind of thing, but with what I've got planned, they're just going to be in the way. They're not going to be any use at all. And I've got a better idea for a much better blaze spawner, or a much better blaze farm, should I say. And it's not going to need spawners if it actually works out. But yeah, we'll come back to that another time, but that would be epic. But yeah, as you can see, these is totally full up, totally covered in all these trapdoors. So I think we are good on that front. So I think the next thing to do is to try and maybe dig away some of this area. So obviously I'll spawn proof this for the time being, just to get rid of the mobs. But what we actually need to do is we need to clear out a whole bunch of area here to make room for the farm that we eventually build. And I've got a rough idea of the farm I'm going to build. They're all roughly the same sort of size. So yeah, it's going to need a lot of removing of blocks. And yeah, it's just going to need a bit of elbow grease. Get the pickaxe out. I thought about removing this with TNT, but the thing is, these blocks here, these Nether Brick, they have a higher blast resistance, so TNT doesn't do all that much damage. So I'm probably going to set up a beacon and just get mining, I think, and try and dodge the skeletons and the ghasts. Hi, guy. Ow. Time for a quick progress report, and as you can see, I've been busy. So I'm not sure how much of this actually looks like I've done. I've actually done quite a lot. So I've done a lot of the digging out of the Nether Brick. So you can see there, I've gone down to the level I think we need to go down to make enough room, and made sure I spawn proof that as well. Yeah, so we've got the central section. So here we can see the two intersections a bit more clearly, and you can see here I've kind of eaten into some of this other fortress. So I've decided not to take the whole thing down. I'm just going to take down enough to make room for what we need. So I think this is right. I've done some measurements and some calculations. So the last thing I'm doing is just taking out this last bit here. So there's quite a bit of area here to take down. Just got this last bit to do here, but my pick is almost dead. I don't want to break my netherite pick, so I'm going to go repair that in a second. So I thought I'd just give you an update before I do that. But yeah, this has gone all right. It's not gone too badly. I've had a few ghasts spawn in, but I think there's been a change. I think I remember this correctly, in that they will only shoot you if they're at the same eye level as you. So I've had some ghasts just floating above me, and they don't attack me. So only if they come down, or if I float to get them, do they start attacking. So that's been okay. It's not been actually that bad. So I am worrying a little bit about the biome next door to us. All of those magma cubes, I can see them, as I'm crashing into the wall. as I've been kind of moving around, there's always quite a few magma cubes here. Look at them all. There's loads here. Look. So yeah, I'm a little bit apprehensive about what to do over here. Obviously, we need to spawn proof it, but yeah, I need to look into that and see what the best way of doing it is. Should I go around and place down the pressure plates, or should we TNT bomb it. We've got the lava to worry about. So yeah, all these guys they're going to definitely affect the rates of the farm, but we'll see how that goes. All right, let me go and repair my pick and then dig out this last bit. And the important thing is we need to make sure we take down the very center of each of these intersections. So this block right here, and the one just over here right in the very center, this block right here. So I'll make sure I mark those and take down the coordinates just in case. But yeah, you can see there, this is how far we've gone down. Our trusty beacon has definitely helped out on that front. Anyway, let's go repair this pick and then try and finish off this dig. The Basalt Delta certainly puts your parkour skills to the test. As you can see, I've been placing quite a few pressure plates. Still got a long way to go. I'll show you what I've been up to shortly. But yeah, basically placing down these blocks in an attempt to stop as many spawns as possible. Now I'm pretty sure that technically, like the magmas can't spawn in these blocks, like here for example, because they don't have enough space. But just to be complete, I'm just spawn proofing every block I can see, and yeah, there's a lot of them, and there's a lot of jumping around, and you know, breaking blocks when we need to, and yeah, placing pressure plates. So not doing too badly. So I think I missed this little bit here, so it just came back. So I think that is this area done. So let's take a fly. Let's get the rockets. Where are they? There they are. Let's take a fly up and yeah, have a look at our handiwork from the sky. So you can see, I'll just turn around here. I've done this area here, this area up here on the top, just here, and then all of this under here. Look at this. So that is all of that area. So that's taken quite some time, but we've still got all of this to do. I'll fly up here. You can see we've got this area to do right here, and then we've got another area over here to do, and a bit around here as well, all of this. So yeah, there's a lot to do. So I'm probably not going to get all that done today, but I've made a good start on it. I've also made some good progress on the fortress, so let's go over there and check out what's happened. And for this we're going to use my camera account. So here I am, here is my player, and these two torches are approximately where the AFK spot is going to be, and I've cleared out a little bit of space here. Not sure how much of this I'm actually going to use. I might actually need to make some more space, but this is a good starter for now. But yeah, this is where the player is going to be, and if we go up here we can see the state of the fortress. So managed to clear out all of the area we need now. So here we go. Here are the two intersections, and the two centers are marked with those two gold blocks, so we know where they are. I've kind of kept them around and obviously cleared out all the other area. So all these blocks here can stay. They're not going to be in the way of the farm, I don't think. I think that's all going to be good, and obviously spawn proofed it as best I can. There's a few places where I saw some mob spawning. So for example, we had some over here because these blocks are inside the bounding box of the fortress itself, the fortress segment, and of course they can spawn on any blocks. So just spawn proof these ones just to make sure we didn't get any blazes or anything like that over there. So I think I've been looking around. I haven't seen any other fortress mob spawning, so I think I've done a good job with the spawn proofing on that front. But of course, yeah, the rest of the biome, the mobs can still spawn, so we're still going to get things like skeletons and ghast spawning. Now I've got something I want to try later on, but we'll come back to that in a bit. But what I do want to do, I want to show you the spawning sphere. So my player is down there AFK in between the two centers of the fortress. So if I press my hotkey, I can now see the spawning sphere if when I'm at my AFK spot. So here we can get a clear idea of the amount of spawn proofing we need to do on the Basalt Delta. So let's scoot on over here, and it's a better way to see this. When I was flying around, it's a bit erratic, but hopefully now we can see a much better idea of what we got to do. So obviously all of this is done up here, that's all good, and all of this is done under here, and you can see here this is where the sphere goes up to here. So I've only spawn proofed. I've done a little bit over here as well, but haven't gone too far over. And yeah, so all of this area that's kind of jutted out, I think I've got all of those spots there. Oh no, this one, there's one right there. Oh, no, there's a block here. Okay, I have to go back and sort that out. But as you can see, as the sphere goes around here, we've got to do all of this area. This is all inside the sphere, so quite a lot here. There's also some land underneath. I'm having a good old look. Oh look, there's a blaze spawning here. Okay, so some of these blocks we're gonna have to cover as well. We'll get to those in due course. So more area under here. And just to give you a better idea, you can see this sphere is big. Yeah, when you think about the spawning sphere, it's always much bigger than I imagine sometimes. But obviously all of this area, and then all of this area over here as well. So yeah, a lot of spawn proofing to go, but I think it's going to be all right. I think there's still a lot of work to do, but yeah, I think we can do it. So let's go back over here to the AFK spot. So there's my beacon, and here we go back to the center. All right. So there's one other thing I want to try. That I saw on a video by Nenbomb, so let's see if we can get it to work. This is what I've been looking for, the secret ingredient. This is warped fungus, so we need some of those. And I think if we bone meal this floor here, it's warped nylium. There we go, we'll get some more. So just going to basically do a bit of bone mealing here and clear a bit of area. Just going to do this over and over again, and I'm going to collect maybe about a stack's worth of this. It seems to be quite easy to get, so yeah, just got to keep doing this. And then then we're going to take it back to the fortress, and we're going to use this to help, if we can, help reduce some of the other spawns we don't want. This is the next part of the plan. We have to capture some of these striders. So I've got one. I need to get another one, and then we're going to breed them up. So yeah, as I was saying a little earlier, there was a video by Nembon where he explained some changes to the spawning mechanics. Now, I'm not going to try and explain that now. If you're interested, there'll be a link in the description to his video. But basically, hopefully, if we can get some of these together, we can breed these up and get some together. That will hopefully reduce some of the spawns of the other mobs in this biome, the other mobs that spawn in this biome, which are obviously the ghast and the skeleton. So we're going to try and get these guys. Can we get this guy out of here? Is he going to want to come out of here? Probably not. Come on, guy. Can I ride him out of here? Let's see, can I? Whoa. Up here, that's it, good. Okay, right, so I'm going to try and get him. He's going to get a bit cold though, isn't he? Let's have a look. Yeah, he's gone cold and he's shivering. Oh no! So I'm going to try and get 2 of these over here, breed them up, and hopefully that is going to help control some of the spawns in this biome. And I'm getting shot by someone, I think. Yeah, you! Guy, get out of here. Leave me alone. I found a second one. I had to go for a bath in some lava, but I'm making my way back over here. I've made a little pen for these guys, and it's hard to see where I'm going without looking. I think, is it around here? I think around this way. Yeah, okay, yeah, up here. So hopefully we can just jump up here. Yeah, so let's get this other guy in the pen with his friend, and then we can give them some of these warp fungus, and then, yeah, we can breed them up. Okay, here we go. First time breeding striders. So one for you, one for you. Yep, they're in love. Love hearts are coming. And have we got a baby strider somewhere in there? Let's have a look. There he is. Yes. Look at that. Okay, they're all shivering. Right, I'm going to get some lava in here, so they're going to be all right in the end. But I think I'm going to do all the breeding first, and then yeah, we'll do that. So again, I'm not sure if this is actually going to work. This was Nembon's video from the snapshot, so something might have changed. But yeah, I'm going to breed these guys up, and then we'll see if we get any more ghast and skeleton spawning. Hopefully, having these here will stop that, but we'll see. I've been busy breeding up these striders, and there's the 2 originals with the saddles on. I don't think you can take the saddles off, it looks like, unless you want to kill them. But yes, I didn't want to do that. But I have been breeding them up, so we've got quite a few now. Got a few over there as well, and I've enlarged the pen as well, so the pen goes all the way around this central column where the AFK spot is down below. So the reason for that is that I had them all in one pen, and it didn't seem to make much difference. But I spread them out, and I think that has helped. But I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. So I've had all of these here. We've got about 20, something like that, and I stayed on the AFK spot, and then I took my camera account and flew around to see, and we were still getting some skeletons. There's some here still, and there's another 3 here. So I'm not sure if it's actually working. There's a bunch here as well. Of course, I'm moving around now. I'm not on the AFK spot, but that was kind of similar to when I used my camera account. So I'm not sure if this technique still works or not, or whether these are too close together. They might need to be spaced out a bit more. So I'm going to do some more experimentation with this. I do have lava ready to put in here, but I think I'm going to wait until I know if this is actually going to work, or if I need to do something a little bit different with these guys or not. But we'll see. If I look around kind of this area, then there's no skeletons at all. They all seem to be over there near the Basalt Delta. So it might be working, or it might not. I don't know. So a bit more experimentation, and I'll see how that goes. But I've done a little bit more on the spawn proofing over here. Still got a long way to go. Did a bit more over here now, so still making more progress. So today has been very much a grind and preparation work for the Wither Skeleton farm that we're going to build over here, and that is going to be really cool. Unfortunately, that's all I have time for this episode, but I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, then please hit the like button, and if you're new, then feel free to subscribe, and if you've got any comments or suggestions, then get it in that comment section. Alright my geeks, until next time, I will see you later.